Out a little dark here right now, but I think we got enough to go over here and maybe find a few coins here. What do you say? Got the knocked Macro Simplex Plus, and got the pinpointer, got the light. Let's see what we can find. Getting some mixed signals here. All right, we'll just kind of work it slowly. See where it takes us. Here's where I found a earring the other day. I'd say about maybe 3 weeks ago. Oh, here we go. Mixed signal 30s, 28s. That's a potential coin maybe, or maybe a pull tab. Let's check it out. I think it was back here. Yeah, right in there. Definitely getting some interference with the detector and the pinpointer. Yeah, let's go check it out. Oh, I kicked it out already. All right, 30s, so that could be trash or it could be a nickel. Yep, it's trash. Bummer. We'll start out with some trash. All right, well, that's how coin hunting goes, you know. But at least we got a nice spot to go and detect. I think the last time I was here, it was a lot colder too. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Right in here. '30s. I think I see it too. Another one right on top. Trash. Right there. Some trash. Bummer. I thought I cleaned out the place too the other day. But I guess there's some more stuff that I may have missed. Here we go. Here we go. 60s. Let's see what that could be. Right there. 60s. This is a fairly small park, so it's a perfect one to just kind of get out and stretch the old legs. All right, I kicked it out. Oh, look at that. Look at that right there. Little pendant thing here. Let me see if I can get you a better view with my flashlight. All right, not bad. That counts. Me likes. All right, so first find this was some foil, but I did just pick up this cool little rose pendant dealie that came in the 60s. Okay, and I just kind of had a hard time too because I was getting some interference with the metal structure here from the playground set, but luckily I was able to pick it up. It was just under this dealie here, so all right, that's a good start. Like I said, I found an earring here before, and this is about maybe 3 weeks ago, maybe 4. Yeah, and it was a cold day, and it was I think it was one morning, weekend morning, where I was gonna just run up the road and just kind of see where what I could find. And I ended up only going here in another spot because it was so good. This one, I don't know. But hey, I figured it's a nice quiet spot to go in the evening and see if we can locate some stuff. So may not find a lot of coins, but maybe we might find some nice jewelry. In this case, I got that little rose pendant. Okay. It's a pretty cool structure. I went in there the other day and dug in there and looked around and didn't get anything. But that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. All right. That one's a tough one. Nope. I thought I heard a double return, but that wasn't it. Okay. Getting a lot of return from this structure thing here. And this is just the initial perimeter search around the structures that I normally do. We'll probably go in there in a little bit. But so we'll just slowly but surely work our way through. Looks like a fairly well-used, popular place. I can see a lot of the mulch being moved around. So I'm hoping it's popular enough that folks may drop a coin or two. Okay. All right, I think we're almost around to the other side. Let's see, hello. How's it going? Wow. Buried in the snow. Yeah, we had some snow, but definitely nothing like that. Here I'm just kind of doing a little evening tot lot hunt, and it's a fairly small one and pretty secluded. It's dark. Oh, here's something. Potential pull tab. Let's go take a look. Yeah, about right there. Potential pull tab, but hey, you gotta look at them, because sometimes they could be some really good stuff. I may have kicked it out already. Let me dig it out a little bit more. Definitely like this mulch because it's easy to dig and easy to check stuff. Swinging an Equinox 800. Nice. This is the Noctra Macro Simplex Plus. I kicked it out. Still showing in the 20s, so I'm thinking it's going to be some foil, and sure enough it is. Right there. But hey, we already found a little rose pendant thing. That's cool. All right. I'm going to kind of take a slow, methodical look at this place versus what I've been normally doing, going through here fast. So, see, it's pretty good size structure, but it's a small park, fairly small. So let me go to this structure thing, and it's one of those little spinny things that you can definitely get dizzy on. Let's see if somebody got dizzy enough to lose something. Okay. All right, that's the single return that you get when you're up against metal. I'm just mainly listening for that double return. And it looks like a little initial search around it is not going to yield anything. Let's move on to this deal here. Let's see what happens. I think the last time I was here, I didn't really check this spot too well. Mainly because some folks were starting to show up and I didn't want to bother them. Okay. And here I'm just mainly just moving the coral slow. That's that little metal thing here. Yeah, those are tough. Just mainly listen for a different sound. and then I'll check it, but that's mainly the structure. Okay, let's keep going. Staying up close. Hope you find something. Oh yeah, thanks. I found the little pendant thing. Yeah, that's a tough one. So you got this metal here and you got that metal here. So it gets really tough trying to, because it could be something. And when that happens, all I do is I grab my pinpointer and just do a quick check. Yeah, okay. That's the structure itself. All right, well, I feel better now. I've had it before where you got a piece of metal here and a piece of metal there, and then you're picking it up and getting that double return that you want. That'll really definitely throw you. Oh yeah, edges of the park. Yeah, do a little perimeter search deal. Those work good too. Okay. I think the last time I was here I found a penny. Okay. A penny and an earring. That's what I found. So this far, I just found a little rose pendant. Flower pendant, maybe? Yeah, more like a flower. Okay. All right. Over here by this slide. Double return there, but it's some scattery stuff. Okay, let's work around. Here, let me go ahead and show you that one that I found. About the third item I found tonight. The first two was trash. And then I picked up this guy right here. Pretty cool. Right there. Right under some of that metal stuff. And it came in the 60s, so I don't think it's like gold or anything, but hey, it's still a find. You know, 2 gold rings under my belt, both found under bleachers. Nice, yeah. Bleachers are cool. All right, let's do a perimeter search around here. Just step off to the right a little bit, and we'll just go around it real quick, and then we'll go on to the next structure. But yeah, there's hardly any wind right now. And it's a little chill in the air, but definitely comfortable. Oh, here we go. What is this? Came in the 20s. There we go. Mixed signal. Yeah, okay. I notched out 20 and below right now. 20 and up. I should get some return. Okay, let's move on to this little igloo looking thing. See what's lurking over here. Maybe tough to get in there. Holy cow, I'm not that tall, but I'm definitely not that small either. So let me see if I can get on my knees and use this detector to locate something. Okay, that's the structure. Okay. All right, nothing there. All right. Let's go ahead and go here, and once I get to the other side, I'll just kind of do the same thing and adjust the coil so I can get in there again. No. All right. Let's go on here again. All right. No. Let me show you what that's what it is right there. You go underneath and you could probably get in there, but that's a little too small for yours truly. Okay. Now getting some of that foily stuff right there. At least I notched it out to where I can pick up, at least get an idea that it's a foil. Sub to your channel. Oh, thanks for subbing. Excellent. Appreciate the support. I'm really just, oh, here we go. No, I've really just been playing around, trying to show folks what it's like to melitect, from a hobbyist standpoint, you know. So there's no professional dude here. It's just a guy with his metal detector showing you what you can find and giving you the metal detecting in real life experience of, you know, what's it like to metal detect. It's a lot of pull tabs and trash just like this. But then you get the occasional something like that other dealie. All right. Yeah, so Super Bowl Sunday morning, I went out early morning, and I got one of those, it's black metal, and it's one of those wedding rings, but it's a black metal one. I guess you use it if you're worried about kind of maybe scratching up your good gold one, I guess. So you get one of those metal ones, black metal ones, and that was pretty cool finding it. I wasn't sure what it was, and then folks on the stream clarified what it was, so that was cool. But I still found a lot of trash too, so that's definitely what it's like. And if you ask why I go out at night like this, it's because it's pretty quiet and you're not bothered. You got the whole place to yourself. And I used to use basically this other flashlight that I was using to show you what I had. This thing right here, but it's a pain because you'd have to hold that, try holding your, you know, your gear and all that at the same time. But then I went to this light here now, the Fox LE. This goes right around my tool belt or around my waist, and now I'm hands-free, being able to detect. So definitely up my game, and that's why I do more coin hunting at night now, because I have this capability. Plus I got a day job, you know. Day job gets in the way, holy cow. But hey, keeps me playing. Like in this case, I'm playing tonight. And then definitely get a bunch of deep knee bends. Tungsten carbide, you mean? Well, I guess that is tungsten carbide. I'm not sure what it was made of. It was just black metal, and it definitely was a ring. Okay, so we did this, we did that, and we did this one, and that piece here. Now I'm gonna work the perimeter. After the perimeter, then I'm gonna work the lanes in between everything. Okay, when I say the perimeter, it's this metal or this concrete deal that surrounds the park. So all I do here is just this right here. What's surprising is I'm not, normally I hear more sound from the concrete. Oh, look at that, a pencil. Okay, here's something. 20s sounding possible foily stuff. So let's go ahead and dig it. Yep, there it is. Yeah, 20s can be frustrating because that's in that range of coins, and not coins, but rings. So it's like, do I dig it because it's got, you know, potential foil? Like here's another 20, kind of coming in choppy. I'm gonna go ahead and dig it since I did that last time and helped clean out the place a little. Plus it may be a ring, who knows? No, it's foil. When I say foil, it's probably more of a aluminum can that got mulched up with all this mulch here. All right. And yeah, I certainly like this mulch because it just makes life much easier digging targets. Okay. All right. Something. Here we go. 60 somethings, 50 something. The only bad thing is, and it says it's deep. Only bad thing is, a lot of times I'll get a deep signal and sounds like it's good, and the next thing I know, I hit that underlayment pin that they used to hold that underlayment barrier thing that they put on the ground before they put the mulch in. So a lot of times I've been finding those things, as well as as well as a lot of these parks, they'll put in new structure, new playground stuff, and they'll leave the base in the ground. I found those a bunch of times. All right, that one's over there in the underlayment, but I'm gonna check it just in case I kicked out something. Okay. Yeah, okay. That's weird. I lost the signal, but that could mean I just moved it, got a different orientation to the target. Okay, here we go. Sounds like it's right over here now. We'll go ahead and just kick it out. That one didn't seem as deep as what I was getting earlier, so maybe I picked up something else. All right. I might have kicked it out. Yeah, I did. Somewhere over here. All right, I think I see it. Yeah, there it is. Big old chunk of metal. All right. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and cover up the hole. Got to cover up what you dig. All right. Let's move on to the next one. I can hear some ducks in the distance. Wonder if there's a pond nearby. Never really looked on the other side of this woods thing. The other day when I was detecting just up down the road at another city, Plano, evening, you could hear the coyotes howling. That was pretty cool. And yeah, that's pretty cool. You know, one coyote can sound like a whole big pack. There's probably more than one, but it sounded like a bunch. Okay. And over here, when I first moved into the subdivision here in Allen, I would usually run into a coyote or two. Now what I hear is mainly bobcats that are living in some of these woods areas. 20s. Mixed signal. Okay. Let's keep working it. I'm gonna work the perimeter, then we'll work the gaps. What was that? Mixed signal 39, 56. Let's see if I can locate it. It says it's deep. All right, let's just dig. When in doubt, dig. All right. And when in doubt, dig. Dig it, baby. All right. Let's see what could be here. There it is. I see it. Looks like it's a piece of that chunky metal stuff again. Right there. That there is a perfect example of mobile or metal detecting in real life. Live streaming. A lot of trash. But again, there's that occasional treasure that you find. So let's just keep going and enjoy a nice evening here in the playground. Coming up on a bench area. Maybe there's some more movement here. Oh, I'm coming up onto this concrete thing. Okay. Once we get, oh, here we go. No. I think that's the concrete itself. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I can see that one right there on top. Big old chunky metal thing here. All right. Steady. At least it's steady. We're getting some hits. Sounds like trash. Okay. I'll keep working it. coming up on a little post thing, so let's kind of work it around here. Maybe we can sense something. Nope. Looks like no coins yet. Just that one pendant. Yeah, the other day I got a quarter and a penny, and the penny was all beat up. It was, here we go. Okay, that's sounding 20s. Let's see what this is. Right here somewhere. Okay. I think I see it. Looks different. Oh, this actually may not be trash. Let's see. Oh, yeah, it is. Look at that. Foily stuff again. All right. I thought it was something else, but let's cover it and just check it. Let's clear it. All right. Yep. Always got to clear your spot or your target. Because a lot of times I'll find something, take it out of the spot, and then next thing you know, that's some more trash. Next thing I know, there's another coin or other target underneath. So it's funny. That's how I taught my kids when they used to go detecting with me. They learned the word clear, and they expect me to go and run the detector over. If they didn't hear return, they'd yell clear. Fun stuff. They're grown now, but hey, I got the next generation, the grandkids. Still can't. Well, one of them can walk. The other one hasn't learned to walk yet. He's just crawling. But I think give it another year or so, I might be able to put the little metal detecting fever into them. All right, or my other hobby, fishing. Either one, I'll take it. All right, that was the perimeter search. Yielded mainly junk. All right, so at this point, I'm gonna hold off on doing another perimeter search, and I'm gonna go into this thing real quick, and then I'll start working these gaps. This one's weird. It has a lot of metal, and yeah, it's kind of painful, but it has a lot of metal, but there's also a lot of potential to lose something. So, you know, you gotta check it out. Okay, so I'm gonna try slowing the coil down, knowing I got all this metal around me, and see if I can maybe locate something in all this structure. Okay, that's the structure deal here. Same thing. I almost heard a double return, but no. Nope. Okay. All right, so we did that. That's going to be a pain. I think I have to go all the way around to the other side to get to it. But for now, I'm gonna just bend this coil down and see if I can kind of swing it underneath. All right. So far, nothing. Yeah, nothing. That's the structure. All right, let me go back around. I'm trying to get to that. There's like a little opening, and you can go inside it and pop out to the other side, and I think I can maybe get to that intersection. Yeah, you gotta kind of wiggle your way through this barrier deal. I mean, there's a whole bunch of stuff in here. I mean, look at this thing. This is definitely a place to take the kids, the grandkids, a fun old time. Oh yeah, I'm in it now. I'm surrounded by stuff. All right, let's see if I can find something in here. The last time I was here, I didn't find anything. But that was several weeks ago, so things can change. All right? Things can change. All right. So far, no go. Get back on this side here. I'm really just working my way through this jungle gym set. I'm underneath some kind of cargo netting thing right now. And right now I'm not getting much return, but I need to go back to this spot real quick, and I think I can search it by bending down. Okay. All right. Well, we gave that a try. Let's go on back out. All right. Oh man. Ooh. Whew. Look at that. That was in all that. All right, so the next thing I'll do is I'm going to work the lanes. First, I'm going to start out with going a step more over from the original perimeter search I did around the structure. And then from there, I'll work any gaps between the perimeter and the structure. All right. And yeah, okay, it doesn't get everything, but at least I have a pattern that I can just reasonably say I've covered most of the area. Okay. All right. And hopefully we can hear that. Maybe find something good with a solid return on the detector. Okay. I can work it a lot faster too now that I'm in the open. Mixed signal 22 to 45, 55. Let's go check it out. Let's check it out. What can it be? Right in here. All right. Let's see what that is. All right. It was right there. Did I kick it out already? Yeah, there it is. Kicked it out. What is that thing? Yeah, little piece of metal. All right. Equinox makes the dogs bark a blocks away. That's funny. That old Fisher 1225X. It had a loud sound, and there was no volume control on it. So you got the full Monty on it. But I would wear headphones with volume control to help reduce at least the sound and make the battery last a lot longer. This seems to, I like being able to adjust the volume on this. I have to admit that's been good. Okay. All right. All right, here's a little structure thing. Let's try this. Maybe something's around it. Ah, man, denied. Looks like there is nothing there. Oh, wait. Low 20s. Oh, I see it. Looks like more of that metal foily stuff. Okay. So yeah, this isn't, like you see on TV or online. This is definitely not some of that good stuff that folks find. It's hit or miss, but this is throwing me right now. Okay, so there's that single return. Okay, coming into that pole right there. But then I stepped a little bit further and I started getting right there. You hear that? And that's just taking it from a different angle. All right, let's see what that could be. Okay, there's something there. All right, it wasn't just the pole, and taking that different angle to the target definitely said it was something's there. So yeah, it's right here right now. Let me see if I can dig it out a little bit more. And that one just caught my eye because I heard a return that I didn't hear from the other direction. and it said I needed to look at it. Oh, there it is. I found it. What could it be? Big old chunky chunk metal thing. All right, well, not too bad. At least I still had the ear to pick up something near these metal poles. I think all you can really do is learn your machine and maybe get a smaller coil to work these metal posts. Other than that, it's really just a listening game. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and that sounds like more foil. All right, let's check it out. Yeah, that sounds like more foil, but we'll check it just in case. Who knows, it may be a ring, and you guys will be here to see it happen in real life. All right, it's not there anymore, so I might have kicked it out over here. Let's see. Oh no, I kicked it out this way. It's over here now. It's in this general direction. Let's see if I can get you a better angle. Yep, there it is. Right there. You want to know about belly tightening? This is a good thing. This is a good representation of belly tightening. Especially these tot lots with the crunchy mold stuff. All right, let's keep going. I still got the gaps to work. Okay, getting another weird sound there. All right. Getting a lot of trash sounds. All right, I'm gonna work a gap now, and when I say gap, I did this area here, I did that area here, but I didn't do this little section right in the middle. And to cover that, I'll just kind of do a slow side-to-side sweep, covering where I was as well as the new spot, and mainly just listening for anything. Hi, how's it going? I always like watching what you find at night. Hey, these night hunts are pretty cool. You pretty much have the place to yourself. Okay, that's a mixed signal. Okay. The other day I was at another park, and the sheriff's department drove up. He just was hanging out in the parking lot. I was anticipating him coming up and saying howdy. But he didn't. Had it before where they'll come up and just ask if you found anything yet. I mean, the main thing is in this area, the only limitation we have is just basically, is the park open, then you can be fine to hunt it and make sure you don't damage any of the property. So that's why I mainly stay in this mulchy stuff, because I'm not damaging anything with my digging. And I do stop at the underlayment. What is that? Mixed signal. Okay, so I got to work this gap here. So let's work this gap, and hopefully I'll find something. All right, let's go. All right. All right, here we go. Oh, or that 20 mixed 20s, low 20s. Okay. All right. Oh, here we go. Heard something. Yeah, there it is again. No, okay. There's this big pole here. Actually, I didn't work around that pole. Let's go check it. Okay, so when you work a pole, you do this. Go straight into it. Don't go like this. Okay? If you go like that, it sounds like you got a target. You got to work it like this. Okay, so basically make it like a star pattern and just move your coil straight into it. And what you're listening for is another return. So bang, and then if you hear another return coming back, then there's a good chance that there's something there. Okay. I forgot where I learned that. I think one of those old metal detecting books that I checked out at the library years ago. Decades ago. No internet back then. Okay. Yeah, it was like a little illustration, and they were showing a metal pole, and the person had shown a little diagram of how to approach searching next to these poles. Ever since then, I've been doing it, and I've found a fair amount of stuff doing that. And really, the only thing they said was you can get a smaller coil. Other than that, that's pretty much all you can do to search up next to those posts. Or just put it in all metal mode and just check it. All right, mixed signal 20s, low 20s. Yeah, I was out in a dirt field last night, and I ran into just a ton of trash. I was getting tons of clickety stuff, and it was an older part of the city, and I was pulling up those old pull tabs. Old pull tabs. And yeah, I knew, I was hoping to find maybe some older coins, but as it turned out, it wasn't. Let's see. Yeah, no one bothers me searching at night. Every once in a while. Yeah, every once in a while. 85 watching on the. All right, cool. All right. Yeah, I'm still a young buck here. Not so young. I'm still having fun. And you know, when I go down and dig little deep knee bends, and there's been times I found like 50 some odd items, and see, I've got this knee pad thing here so I can bend down and go on one knee and search for the target. And yeah, lo and behold, I'll find a bunch of stuff and I'll check it out afterwards, and next thing I know, just, you know, that's 50 times I went down on my knee to go check it out. Like right here, so there's something 24 right now, probably trash, but I'm gonna check it. So down on my knee, that's a deep knee bend. I'm about to get up again, you know, and it does I feel a little bit more active that way. All right, here we go. All right, let's see what it is. Okay, is it gonna be more of that trashy trash stuff, or is it gonna be a Mr. Coin, or maybe some jewelry? Let's see. I moved it, I think. No, it's right there still. All right. It's weird. I set the detector on F1 for the frequency, and my pinpointer is definitely interfering still with it. Oh, that's the underlayment. Shoot. Yeah, I can feel it right there. All right, we gotta let that one go. Oh, wait a minute. There it is right there. I kicked it out. More trash. All right. There was a deep knee bend. Okay. You don't even know you're doing it because, you know, you're actively searching for coinage. It doesn't even feel like you're working out. It just feels like you're out for a stroll. All right. What is this? Okay, mixed 20s again. Crackly sound, so most likely that foily stuff again. Okay. All right, so that's that gap. I gotta work this gap here. Okay. I think I've got like one more gap after this, and then I can call it and pretty much say I've thoroughly searched the area, at least for now, to where I'm willing to let it sit for another couple of weeks, and then I'll come back again. And, you know, last time I found a penny and a gold, I think it's gold, earring. This time, mainly trash, but I did find that rose or flower pendant at the 60s, so I don't think it's gold, but that was still nice. Strong 20s. Not that crackly stuff, but could mean a Nice pull tab. Let's check it out. Nope, it's not a nice pull tab, but it's still more of that crunchy crunch stuff. Cool beans. All right, let's keep going. This last section here, right here, this gap, I'm just gonna swing it wide. Make sure I keep doing the overlapping coverage and see if that picked up anything. Nope. All right, yeah, I think all that's left really is maybe one more sweep this way. Okay. Now, I used to be part of a metal detecting club way back when I went to school at College Station at Texas A&M, and I remember the old schoolers would talk about when you work in an area that you do this, you know, search it this way in one direction and then search it that way, sort of like a crosshatch pattern. And they were telling me it was because, you know, one moment you know, the way that the target is oriented, your coil will pick it up, may or may not pick it up, but because you come out this way in another direction and the way it's oriented, you get a better return surface to it. And next thing you know, you're finding stuff that you missed. I'm not doing that. At least not for one of these places. I'll just come back again in a couple of weeks and just try it again. Okay, some more of that foily stuff. What state? I'm in Texas. Okay, that's that foily stuff. All right, bummer. I was hoping to find a coin at least, but I did get a pendant. Let's see. Here's the hard pack, dirt. Let's try doing that. Okay, I'll stay near the edge. Okay, that's 20s. All right, I'm not gonna dig that. Usually when I'm in the hard pack like this, and I don't want to damage grass or anything, and I'll stay in the dirt areas, and I'm mainly listening for 60s on up, basically quarters, and then at that point I may dig it. Okay. And the other day I found a quarter in the grass like that. Okay, that one's acting 30 somethings. That could be pull tab or something good, but we're gonna hold on digging that. I kind of like doing this just to kind of play it by ear and see. Here's a nice dirt area by the tree, so I can certainly dig that and cover up my dig without trashing the place. And you know, after a rain, you won't even know I was there. So that's the main thing I learned from, I learned that from that metal detecting club. Make sure you cover up your dig so that you leave it in place, or next thing you know, they're not going to invite you back again. All right. Okay. Let's just work it this way. Brass knuckles, nice. Wonder what it came in on the ID. I think if I got some brass knuckles or something that large, it'd probably come in at the 90s. Okay. Oh, there's a nice open area here. Little picnic area. Let's go over there. Looks like someone left their someone left their jacket here and gloves. Oops. I'm sure they'll come back and find it. Okay. Just gonna work it up close to this thing in case maybe someone had a little picnic or party and dropped some of their coins here maybe. Okay. It's pencil. I think I got it notched out on the pencils right now. Usually I'll pick up the pencil, you know, the little eraser dealie that's on there, but I think I have it notched out so I don't pick it up. Just working the edge here now. Just maybe there's a quarter buried in this leafy area. Who knows? No. Let's go back around. Here's a nice dirt area. I could try that. Okay. Not too trashy. Holy cow. I'm surprised. Alright, let's try down there. There's a little sidewalk path area here. A bunch of open area here, dirt. So let's go check it out in case I find anything. Okay. Alright, let's go back up here on this trail. And I think there's a, yeah, here we go. There's another picnic area here with a lot of dirt around it. So, let's see. Yeah. She has some grass here. Oh, here we go. Here's a spot that has a lot of open dirt. No. Okay, back over here. That's mainly grass. I'm gonna let that one go. All right. Let's just do a quick sweep over here. Now here we go. 60 something. 69, 70. Let's go check it out. And then I think it's close to the surface, yeah. What I find is if I can pick it up with this thing, with the pinpointer, it's usually within 2 to 3 inches from the surface, if not right on the surface. If I don't, then that usually means I have to dig a little bit more, because the machine will pick it up, but the pinpointer won't, because it just doesn't have the penetrating or depth that you get with your machine. All right, it's still there. Still about maybe an inch more down, maybe. Let's see. Kind of interested in seeing what it could be, because it's coming in at the sound of a penny. All right, and then it could be some huge piece of metal thing too. That usually can be it also. Luckily this is dirt, so I can dig it out and cover it pretty readily without trashing anything. Wow, that is throwing me. It's still there. Yeah, it's still there. Right here. Let's see if I can come at it at the side. Okay, I feel a rock and some roots. Oh, I think I see it now. It looks like it's a big piece of metal. I think it's a big piece of metal, the way it's acting. Yeah. All right, we're going to let that one sit. I was hoping it was going to be a penny the way it was sounding, but that is not a penny. Okay. All right, let's keep going. Trying to close it out with a coin. All right, and I'm gonna just stick to the dirt area. See if I can. Oh, here we go. What is this? No. Nope. 20s. Okay. There's something really close to the surface here. A whole bunch of mixed signals too. Let's see what that could be. There it is. Huh. I thought it was right on the surface. A screw. All right. All right. Let's see. All right, let me go find another dirt area. Right here. Here's a nice open dirt area. Here we go. 78, 85. Ooh. Sounds like it's pretty close to the top too. Right here. Yeah, sounds like it's right here. Right about here. Let's see what that could be. Okay. Alright. Got a root there that's blocking it. Okay. Alright. Alright, let's check it. Alright, let me see if I can get it. It's down there. Okay, I'll pop it out. Alright. Wow. That's way down there again. I don't want to dig much deeper because I don't want to damage anything. So, like I said, I want to cover it up and then I'll hard pack it down, and basically pretty much after it gets sprinkled with rain or they whatever, water the grass, you won't even know I was there. All right, let's go back here. I thought I saw a dirt spot back here. Yeah, there it is. Right along here. Oop. Thought I heard something. Nope. Okay. No, it's back here. All right. I may just have to call it. I was hoping to end on a coin, but yeah, I may have to just call it. Let's just do one quick search. Here we go. 20s. Nope. What is that? Very strong 23. That sounds like it's close to the top too. Oh, I see it. I see it. Looks like yeah, it looks like a piece of metal right on top. Big chunky piece of metal. All right. So it's going to be slim pickings tonight, but at least I found that pendant. I got me some good deep knee bend exercises. Okay, that was the structure. Okay, yep. I'm gonna walk around this one. Let's see if I can find another spot with open dirt areas. Right here. This tree right here has, looks like an open area. Okay. Nope. Looks like I'm just gonna have to let that go. All right, let's work this area in between. Very strong 50s. Sounds like it's right here. Let's see if it's close. Not too close. I'm gonna have to dig it. Let's just build a little plug. Okay. There's a, put that plug aside right there, and then we can dig the rest. Okay, let's just check it. Okay. Did I kick it out? I don't know. Something happened to it. I must have moved it. Yeah, I must have moved it. Let's check it out. Yeah, it's still there. But it's not registering like it was earlier. Of course, I could have moved it, and like I was saying, how moving it one way or the other reorients it, and your machine's gonna possibly pick it up in a different manner than when you first initially picked it up. Yeah, it's still down there. I'm gonna let it go. A little bit too deep than I want to dig. All right, let's go ahead and put that in there, and then we'll plug it. Okay, right there. All right, let's keep going. We'll try one more. See if we can maybe find, at least get one more decent sound. I was hoping to get a solid 90. Solid 90 is a quarter. Okay, nope. All right. Looks like this may be it here. All right, I'm gonna walk back over here real quick and take it a step away from the park or the playground area. See if I might pick something up out here. Okay. Here we go. 62. Pretty close to the surface. Right here. Right there. Really close. So see if I can just kind of dig under it and pop it out maybe. Definitely sounded like a coin. Yeah, I kicked it out. It's right in here. It's right in this thing. Let's see if it truly is something. No. Just put that back in the hole. No. Is that it? No. Holy cow. Maybe it's in this thing. Wow. Oh, there we go. It's still in here. Oh, what is this thing? Oh, it's a chopped penny. That's part of a penny. It got smashed or cut. Bummer. That didn't count. Oh well. All right. I think that's a good stopping point at this point. So let me go ahead and shut the machine down, and I won't show you the trash, but I will show you the one find that I had today. Since maybe some of y'all weren't able to join the full stream, but oh, wrong one. Right here. Okay. I found this thing right here. Nice little kind of pendant looking thing. Looks like a rose, not a rose, but a flower. And yeah, not bad. See if I can get it down here. Right there. So yeah, it's a hit or miss, but hey, I did find something, so I didn't strike out. Which is pretty good. All right, well, appreciate you guys joining, and yeah, stay tuned. I'll do some more of these and definitely have some fun out here, and I really appreciate you guys joining and just kind of seeing what the metal detecting in real life is like. And it's a lot of pull tabs, a lot of trash, but the occasional, well, in this case, pendant. All right, off for now, and happy hunting.